Dear listeners, my name is Anthony Clark.
And I'm Melanie Clark.
And we are
The Amazing Clarks.
We're both award-winning certified life and love coaches and a husband and wife duo that have been coaching together as a team for 24 years and have been passionately in love for 34. They call us the Amazing Clarks because we empower people to live amazing lives.
And we're here to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in life and love. Love the Amazing Clarks is our personal love letter to everyone who loves love.
That's right. You know, we love love.
Yes, we do.
So today we have another amazing episode for you guys. We're going to cover what we've been doing is a series from our book called How to Stop Being an Irritating Person, 20 Irritating Traits that pushes people away and how to fix them. So these are the most irritating traits that you may or may not have. But if you do have these traits, then you're pushing people away from you in your dating life, in your relationship, and life across the board. And if you want better relationships, you have to pay attention to little things like, do I have any of these traits that could be affecting my relationships? And so it's not about making you feel bad about yourself. It's just about creating awareness. And many of these traits, Melanie and I, we both have had over the years. Some of them we're still cleaning up. Yeah. But instead of going to like that deep dive relationship stuff in this series, we're just going to cover the low-hanging fruit, the irritating stuff that you can change today. But before we jump into the main topic, and the main topic today, the trait we're going to cover is playing the victim.
Oh, okay.
Playing
That's
the victim.
That is a good one.
But before we jump into the main topic, it's time for part of the episode where we call Catching Up with the Clarks.
Okay.
And so this is kind of where we share what's been going on in our personal life. I'll let you guys know how we do it. Babe, anything special that you want to share with the listeners for Catching Up with the Clarks?
I got a lot of special things I want to share with the listeners. But before I do, I just want to say this, okay? Finishing up this book is getting irritating to me.
Well.
It is.
Okay.
I'm like, are we still doing this? Okay, I want to stop looking at irritating traits.
There was a lot of irritating traits.
I want to be happy and positive. I don't want to look at what's irritating. This is irritating me.
Well, the good news is we're at number 18.
Thank goodness.
Yes, 18, 19, 20, yeah.
Okay, so we're almost done.
We're almost done.
Okay, good. I won't be irritated. I can turn myself around. If I know there's light at the end of the tunnel, I can keep going. So thanks for letting me know that. Okay.
Good job.
So catching up with the Clarks, what's going on? You know what it is. You know what big news we have.
Oh, do share.
We have a baby. Well, we didn't have a baby.
No, we didn't have a baby.
No, but our baby had a baby.
Yes, she did. Yes,
and that was exciting and fun, and for us, not so fun for her, right. But it's exciting and fun, and I am madly in love with our grandson.
Did we podcast since we?
No.
Whoa.
No, we have not.
Really? Wow.
No.
Yeah.
No. So as we do this podcast, he's a month old.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that was an amazing experience. We both, we were there in a room when she was giving birth. It was a long delivery. It was kind of brutal.
Yeah.
But we were proud of her. She hung in there.
Yeah.
And her and her husband Darius did a great job together.
Yeah. They did a great job
together.
But
that baby is just precious. Yeah.
You know, you and I had this moment that I just loved when the baby was born because first of all, we were really focused on our daughter and helping her get to where she needed to be in the whole process, right? So we were super laser focused on her. And then once Ace was born, like towards the end, it was just like everybody was really exhausted because it'd been like 24 hours. And then when he was born, finally, you and I we looked at each other and we just started crying and hugged each other and kissed. It was such a great moment. It was like a moment like in a movie or something. Like it was so surreal, like that just happened. In the blink of an eye, we went from being parents to grandparents together, like all this life that we've had together, just dating and, getting married and having a child together, raising my kids. And then now we're grandparents. Like it was just such a crazy, surreal moment.
Oh, I was there. I remember.
I was going to say, remember that? Remember when that happened?
Yeah.
Remember that time?
Yeah, it was very powerful.
How did you feel about it? Come on, we always want to hear man feelings. Tell us your man feelings, Anthony, when you had that moment of having your grandchild and sharing that moment with me, moi, your wife.
It was a very powerful moment, and just like you experienced that kind of like flashing through our life together. And that happened to me. And just more of the realization is that this is more an expansion of our already great relationship and love, and more to have in common, more to share, affinity to share.
Yeah.
A whole new experience and adventure that we've never explored.
Yep.
So we're getting ready to do it together. So it was all very powerful.
Yes. And now we go see him every single day. It's part of our routine, right? Like our date. Okay, we're going on a date. We're going to go have lunch. Okay, we're going to stop by and see the baby. Yep, that's on the way there or the way after. And now it's just become part of our routine, and I just love it so much. It's just so beautiful.
Yes. You know, and I'm very, very proud of our daughter, because typically she is a
Careful.
very sensitive, overly sensitive person she can be. And so she's been doing a great job.
Oh, yeah.
Baby. And,
Oh yeah, she grew a lot from the experience, I would say. A lot. She a mama bear now. She got a mama heart. That's what happens when you have a baby. You change, because then your heart changes and you have a mama heart now. So
that's right. Good job.
Really exciting to watch.
Good job, Mimi.
Yes, thank you. I love being a Mimi.
Good job. And I'm a pop.
Yes, you're a great pop.
That's right. We even got cups just as pop, coffee cups, pop and Mimi.
Yes.
So we're adorable.
Yeah, it's pretty adorable. I love it.
You're an
I love
amazing
it so much.
grandmother already.
So, with that said, are you ready to talk about victimization?
Yes, playing the victim. Oh,
Right? Such a jump from love and family to let's talk about being a victim.
yeah. But these are serious things that, somebody out there, this message is
It's for them.
exactly what you woke up to hear
Yeah,
today.
that's true.
Yeah. Well,
That's
a lot of people. So,
I actually love this topic. I'm not going to lie.
okay.
I love it so much.
All right. I like that. All right. She loves it. So let's do it then if you love it.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. So this is part of our, like I said earlier, part of our series we've been covering, how to stop being an irritating person, 20 irritating traits that pushes people away and how to fix them. So this week we're at number 18. And number 18 from the ebook is people that are always playing the victim.
Yep.
Always playing the victim. Now, I think out of the irritating traits, this is one of them this is one of mine that's really gets to me.
It irritates you?
Yeah, people that play the victim.
Okay.
And it's the people that, they may start something or create scenarios where they're starting the shit, and then they turn around when you check them, say something about it, and they start crying and the tears, and they get offended. How dare you accuse me? And, reaching for their pearls. That's playing the victim. And those people are very, very difficult to deal with. Now, like I said earlier, Melanie and I, we both have had some of these traits. This is not one I think that's mine, because I'm looking at each trait as we wrote the book and asked myself, like, do I do this? Does somebody I know do this, have this trait, and it's preventing us from connecting? And so I'm reflecting. But this isn't one of mine. This is like, nah, I got people in my life that could use this one, but it's not me. It's not me. Not this one. I'm not playing a victim on this one. Nah. Why are you over there laughing, Melanie? What are you laughing at for?
Nothing.
So what say
Were you joking?
about playing the victim? Yeah. No, I'm not joking. I don't think I played a victim. Do I play the victim?
Oh, no.
Oh. All right. You thought I was stupid. No.
I thought you were joking.
No, I don't see myself playing a victim. Now, this is the thing about these traits.
Yep.
You don't always see yourself.
Yep.
And sometimes you need the people outside you to say, yes, you do that.
Oh, that was
Okay, you play the victim.
Wonderful.
Right. So,
Okay. So
but don't play the victim, right? Okay. All right. Just
sometimes.
So,
But this is
everybody
why
plays a fool sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so funny. You make me laugh, Anthony.
That's
you make me laugh. Okay, this is why I'm laughing, and this is why I think it's so funny. I love this topic. I'm going to tell you why. I love it because no one ever sees themselves playing the victim, Anthony. Most people think they really believe that if something is happening to them, that they are a victim of that thing. And they kind of are, because that thing is happening. And I love this topic because it's like everything. It's all perspective. It's this big feedback loop, right? When you're in the middle of something that you don't like, that you're experiencing, you're going to make yourself the victim. Everybody does that. Look at what's happening. I can't believe this is happening to me. Why are they doing this to me, right? Because that's the experience. But the key is to not make yourself a victim, change your perspective, and really look at it and say, you know, how can I change how I'm seeing this? How can I change how I'm feeling about this so that I don't feel like a victim? Because being a victim is assigning powerlessness to yourself. And powerlessness is the lowest vibration there is, hopelessness, actually. And so victimization is a tough one. But I will also say this. Being a victim sometimes can also be a catalyst to huge growth, right? So if you do get, this is why I love working with people who have victim energy, is you can change it. It's such a huge transformation. When someone feels like a victim in their life and they're able to change that, like it's noticeable. The energy is 100% noticeable, because people who have victim energy are annoying and irritating. You feel like, I want to kick you. I don't know why. I don't usually go around kicking people, but for some reason, when I listen to you or I'm around you, I just want to kick you. Yeah. Right? So they're bringing out something in your energy that matches their victimization. They have to say or do things that make you treat them like they're a victim. So it's all energy that's being exchanged. That's why I love it so much, because we can change that energy. And so when I was laughing at you when you were saying like, I'm not a victim, I've never been a victim.
I don't say I've never been a victim.
You did not say never.
No.
That's true. You did not say that.
No.
But when you were saying it, it's like you have to have had moments in your life. So that's why I thought you were
Of course.
kidding.
No, of course. There's going to be moments in your life where you're going to exhibit, multiple traits that might be irritating, but that don't mean that they all stick.
But it doesn't mean that they define you either.
Right. With this trait, let me break it down a little bit more.
Okay.
Playing the victim involves framing yourself as helpless or blameless in difficult situations, often avoiding accountability or problem solving. This behavior might look like constantly blaming others for your struggles or failures, highlighting your hardships without acknowledging your role or potential solutions, using guilt or self-pity to manipulate others into providing attention or help. Yeah, there's actually in my life, there's a couple of people that use those tactics, and it definitely has affected my ability to connect with them more. And I think the worst one is the manipulation, using it to manipulate. And you said earlier that you don't think that people realize. I think some people actually do realize that they do it.
Yeah.
And they do realize that it's actually a tactic that they use, a strategy to get what they want. Because when you check them, they can see it and they try to squirm out of it more. So if you try to squirm out of it more, that you see it, that means you know what you're doing.
Interesting.
Yes. So have you ever been a victim, like times in your life?
Hell yes.
What's the biggest moment that you realized that you were?
Most of my life.
Okay.
Most of my childhood, I felt like a victim, which is why I understand victim energy so much. And when I was a kid, I was a victim because I was a kid. I didn't ask for any of that stuff, right? So that's where the victim training came from, because I didn't have control over my environment or the people around me. They had all the power because they were adults and they were abusive. So hence that starts the feeling of I don't have power. But for me, I kind of tried to flip my victim status on its ear and use it as like a like a catalyst, right? For growth or to be better. Like, yeah, I went through that. Yeah, that was hard, but I made it out. Or it pushed me to go to school. Or like, I always tried to like change it into something else, so that I didn't feel helpless. I kind of tried to use it as, look, I was able to conquer this or manage this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
But it did take a long time, and I still struggle with it, to not go to automatic victim, right? If something goes wrong, to not automatically go like, what did I do wrong? Or did I do something? And that's just part of the trauma of being abused. So yeah, I completely understand victim energy and feeling like you don't have power. It's an awful, awful feeling. And I don't recommend anybody use it on purpose. That's why I think a lot of times people are not conscious of it, because they truly do believe they're victims, because most people have experienced that in childhood. Like I said, where they didn't really have power and they couldn't control it. But the key is not to drag it into your adult life, right? And I did that a lot in my 20s, my 30s and my 40s, I kind of started to come out of it. But everything was viewed through the lens of, why is this happening to me? And things don't work out for me. And it sucked really bad until I changed it. That's one of the reasons I love energy and spirituality work so much, because it's an alternative to victimization from my perspective.
No, I agree. And in order, and this is kind of what you were saying you did, in order to change things, you have to kind of understand it first.
Yeah.
The better you understand it, the easier it is to change those behaviors.
Yeah.
And so here's some reasons, and you kind of touched on them, why people play the victim. One, fear of responsibility, avoiding accountability because it feels overwhelming. The second one, a need for validation, seeking attention, sympathy, or reassurance from others. 3, past traumas, experiencing hardship or neglect that fosters a victim mindset. Low self-esteem. So like you were just saying, you had probably a couple of those.
I did.
Yeah. You know, I think for my stage of playing the victim was more so growing up. And in my house was very competitive with my siblings. We had limited resources as food and stuff like that. So everything was like a competition. You know, you're fighting for that last piece of chicken. If you don't get in there and fight, you're going to be hungry.
Right. Fighting for food.
Yeah. So I've learned, because my siblings were older, they would take advantage of me. And then I learned that if I went to my mother and complained and cried, played the victim, that I would get special treatment. That she'd give me a little snack or something. And so it paid off to get taken advantage of like that. And so I learned subconsciously to put myself in situations and subconsciously create situations that makes me the victim, that I get picked on, and so that I get that special treatment. And that was a strategy that was better than no strategy as a kid. But then like all of those traits, those traumas, they only work for us to some degree for so long before they start working against us. So then as I became an adult, I would subconsciously put myself in situations where I would become a victim. And one day it hit me. I realized, like, why does this keep happening? Why do people keep doing it? And I realized that it was me. I was attracting it.
Yeah.
And once I started looking under the hood and realizing where it came from, it was like, okay, I attracted that. So that's when we started focusing on EIP. Everything's perfect. There are no accidents. There are no mistakes. Everything you attract into your life for a reason. So now I'm taking responsibility for what I attract. I'm consciously aware of my thoughts. And if I attract something that I don't want, I'm not a victim. That's just life showing me, hey, here's another possibility, or here's an area that needs to be strengthened, or a perspective that needs to be changed. So for me, that was the best way to overcome being a victim.
Yeah. No, that it's great. To me, it really is that awareness. I know I say that all the time, but most people aren't aware of their own behavior. And so you can get sucked into like a feedback loop where it seems like everything's against you and everyone's against you. And if you start to tell that story, then you'll start to do things to make that to be true. So I love that you recognize this in yourself. I'm glad we both did. Like we do a lot of coaching around this, right? Like victim energy is huge. And when you take your power back and you stop telling yourself that other people have power over you, that's when things get really good. That's when you attract a lot more of what you want. Because a lot of the victim energy, the victim stories is saying, I don't have it. I can't have it. It's not for me. I'm not good enough. So that is really blocking manifestations. And people want to work with us a lot so that they can manifest, right? Love, money, family, whatever it is. But victim energy is the complete opposite of everything that you want. So if you have some victim energy, you may want to look at that. And I'm going to highly recommend that you lie to yourself, because the brain can't tell the difference between a lie or the truth. It just locks on to what you expect most. And so if you're expecting to be victimized, then you're going to attract people who will do that for you. So you want to start changing that story.
Exactly. So here are quick little tips, takeaways you guys can use. I'll add to what Melanie was saying. And if you guys want to, once again, get a copy of the ebook, go to theamazingclarks.com and you'll find it there. So one of the things you can do is to acknowledge your role. Acknowledge your role, like Melanie was kind of just saying. Reflect on your part in the challenges and ask, what could I have done differently? What actions can I take to improve the situation now? So that's something you guys can do if you're dealing with feeling like a victim.
Yeah.
The second thing we're going to leave you with is to focus on solutions. Instead of dwelling on problems, brainstorm steps you can take to move forward. Because it's very easy to get stuck into that old vibration of this, the problem, which you always find more problems. The key is to start retraining your brain to go, what's the solution? What would make me not feel like a victim? What would make me feel more empowered?
Yeah, no, I really like that. And it's one of the worst places to be stuck is feeling like a victim because you don't have power. So if you're trying to climb out of a position of feeling like a victim, the next place you want to go is a little bit of anger. Like, get pissed off that you feel like a victim. Get mad. Like, I'm not going to take this anymore. Like, I will not have this. I'm not having it. And just by getting a little bit of that anger energy in your body and in your mind, you'll start to move away from that victim energy, because victim energy has no power in it. So I think this one, even though I said I'm getting irritated of this book.
But get back in alignment. Get back in alignment.
This was a very important irritating trait for us to cover. So I'm really glad that we did. That was a lot of good information, Anthony. And thanks for being vulnerable and sharing your victim loop, how you deal with it. I appreciate you.
Anytime, boo. Good for you. Good for you, Mimi, sharing yours too.
That's right, right? Hey, we out here growing. It's called life work. We're life coaches. So we're not expecting ourselves to be perfect or for you to be perfect. We're all in this together, figuring it out, how to attract more love and more of the things that we want to have. So I just want to thank everyone for hanging out with us. We love and appreciate all of you guys.
Yes, love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. And if you guys haven't had a chance to get a copy of our book yet, Crack the Code, Secrets to Achieve When You're Happily Ever After, make sure you pick up your copy today, available at Amazon.com. And if you guys are interested in becoming a life coach or just want to learn some skills to life coach yourself or other people around you, then check out our life coach training and certification course at the Law of Attraction Life Coach Academy.com. Well, we got some goodies coming up here. Also, guys, if you're interested in the ways that you can improve your relationship on your own, check out our love report cards at lovereportcards.com. We also offer a 30-day challenge. Basically, you go grade your relationship, then you can take the 30-day challenge, and in 30 days, learn how to improve those grades.
Oh, nice.
And get a better relationship. Also, if you guys are interested in taking our online course, man, there's got so much. We're going to have a whole segment, just our promos. Check out our online course, Reprogramming Your Relationship Thermostat, at theamazingclarks.com.
Yes. And make sure you're connecting with us over Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube at The Amazing Clarks. And remember, to go there, you got to grow there.
So there you go, people. We gave it to you. Now what you going to do with it?
Love the Amazing Clarks.